Hey there, and welcome to another episode of Live at Evolution. I'm your host, Dominica, and joining me in the studio today are the members of Chase the Bear, who I would say are one of the most exciting up-and-coming rock bands in Vancouver. So they just released their debut album, Honey, on January 20th. So congratulations on this huge milestone, and thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
All right, should we start off right away, get into a song?
Rock and roll, absolutely. This first one is Underwater. It's our first single from the record.
Sweet. Do you want to do it live style, like we did at the Wise?
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, let's do it that way. All right.
Cause your head's underwater, it's underwater now. High tide, the water's getting hotter. Guess we should have bothered now, it looks like we won't survive. I'll die with all your sons and daughters. Victims of the slaughter, no one here's getting out alive. I won't lie, things aren't getting better. Thinking about whether or not we cross the line. I don't know who's gonna save us. I don't know who's gonna save us, but I don't know how we will change it. We both know things have been getting worse. That's right. La da 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 da. La da 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 da. La da 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 da. Hey. Just what they're trying to say, but we were far too late, and now we're gonna pay up. Wise now to all your blind and foolish ways. Give your head a shake, quit acting like you're gonna pay. Hide now from the eye of the hurricane, but you can't outrun the pain, can't outrun the rain. Wise now to all your blind and foolish ways. Give your head a shake. I don't know who's gonna save us. I don't know who's gonna save us, but I don't know how we will change this. We both know things have been getting worse. Yeah. La da 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 da. La da 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 da. La da 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 da. Hey.
You're listening to Live at Evolution, and that was Chase the Bear with their song Underwater. Do you guys usually start with that one during shows?
Yes, we do.
Oh, yes.
Pretty good opener, nice and energetic. Great way to start the evening. Thank you so much. So before we kind of get into all the questions I have for you, do you guys want to go around and introduce yourselves?
I'm Troy Gilmore. Should we do last names, I guess?
Sure.
I don't know.
Whatever you'd like.
So formal. I'm Troy Gilmore. It's my brother Leo Gilmore.
Say what instruments you play too.
That's lead guitar. Brady. Actually, you know what?
Hey, I'm Brady. Nice to meet you.
What do you play, Brady?
Oh, I play the bass. It's big.
My name's Jordan. I play guitar.
My name's Connor. I play the drums.
I'm Kevin. I play keys and do vocals.
I already introduced him because we're awkward like that.
All right, so let's get started and let's talk about your album like right off the bat, because you guys just released it on the 20th. It was only a few days ago, so amazing. First of all, I mean that's a big milestone for your band, first album. So, what was the process like getting this thing together and getting it out?
Kind of crazy. It's a 6-year journey if we really unpack it, because some of the years, actually longer than 6. Yeah, 6. Some of the songs are 6
It all started with a big bang a few million years
It all
ago.
started with a big bang.
Yeah.
800 million years ago. No, we started recording it 3 years ago, and it was all a collection of songs that we had been playing live and working on. We had about 50 songs that we took to our producer, Danny Craig. And originally, we were only going to do a single. And he's like, people don't listen to records anymore. Let's do a single. And then he heard all of our demos, and he's like, I'm not saying that we should do a record, but if we did, these are the 12 songs that we should do. And all we heard was, let's make a record!
We're doing a rock record.
And then we moved into it, and we spent about
$30,000 later.
yeah.
Well, we didn't have to pay that. Thanks, Danny.
Yeah. And then basically Danny was like, well, how about I make a record label and then you guys will be signed to it? And like he started up Rock is Dead Records and was like, oh yeah, we'll just like record you guys. And so we had like an actual record deal in place. And then after 3 years, he talked to the people at 604 and they partnered with them to do the marketing and the distribution and stuff like that. So
Yeah. We finished a record in the January of 2020, and February COVID hit. So we were actually sitting on it for a long time because of the pandemic.
yeah,
And actually, if the pandemic hadn't happened, we might never have signed with 604 and been distributed through them. So it was kind of okay for us. It kind of worked out, which is a horrible thing to say. It sounds very selfish because, it's hard for everybody, but for our band, it was a mixed blessing.
So, were you guys the reason that your record label started?
Yes.
Yes.
You were the reason. You basically.
100%.
So we met. There's an interview where Danny says it. But no, we met him at a Best in Vancouver competition in 2017. And then we won a prize to work with a different producer that we didn't favor, so we just never worked with him. And then we spent a year after that. We moved in together and then toured a bunch. And then Danny called us out to his home studio. And we played him a handful of songs from our show. And he basically sat down after and said, so when are we going to work together? And then he kind of hit us with the idea that he wants to start a label that's streaming only. And then he made our record. And then after our record, he signed the Vito's right away.
the Vito's. They're another really good band.
So, what was it like going to the studio and recording this? Did you guys do it kind of all in one session, or was it kind of over multiple? How did that process go?
Well, we actually did it in a really cool way. So we obviously needed to start with drums. So we rented out big studios, Hipposonic Studios, and here in Vancouver. So we all recorded together, but we trashed everything but the drums, and because that's what we were going for with the room. And then after that, we went through individually at Danny's home studio where we didn't have to pay for a bunch of time and we could go in and really nitpick and make sure everything was perfect. And that process took about 2 to 3 months.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
I think
The drums took 3 days. That was
bass,
fantastic.
guitar, and keys were pretty quick. I think vocals was a big thing. You guys were really.
I drove every single day.
You drove
drive.
every single
Drove
day.
every single day except for the last 2 weeks.
That's right.
I drove from Vancouver to Chilliwack and back every morning and every night. And I was there for the bass takes. I was there for the keyboards. It was $80
Oh.
a day in diesel,
which is still cheaper than renting a studio.
which is still cheaper
good
than
deal.
renting a studio.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we drove out. So it was like 6 hours of our life every day just driving.
Yeah.
and then
definitely.
you get there and
Record one song, vocals
hopefully
day.
get a
one day.
song or.
Yeah.
But there's a good couple of times where when we're doing vocal takes, like Danny would just let Troy get into whatever zone he's had to do, and there's like even been a couple times where he's like, "Do you think we're gonna record anything today?" Or, "Nah, I'm actually cool to just hang out. This is cool too. This is cool
Yeah.
too." But then like 20 minutes, but then within 20 minutes, you nailed
Yeah.
it, and
It's all
gave
about
a
the vibe.
killer take because you were in the vibe.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Danny was very good at curating the vibe of the room and getting us to get our ducks in a row, so to speak.
Yeah,
best
like
quality
you
takes,
didn't
yeah.
feel like you had to do anything, and
I was
because
only-
of that, you did something that you really enjoyed doing.
We were only there 3 days each, right?
I was there 2 days.
I don't even know.
I
if
think I was there
there
for 2 days.
Yeah.
Was it? You weren't even there. Connor wasn't
yeah.
even invited.
I did the
Oh,
drums.
man.
I did the drums in 2 days, and then I wasn't even invited
Took a
the rest.
vacation.
It's because they're all better musicians than me.
No.
It wasn't well. I went from playing 5 or 6 hours a day to 18 hours a day. It was nuts. I've never played that
Would
long.
you say you were hurting a little bit
I was
more
hurting
than
a little
you're
more
used
than I was
to?
used to, man. Not used to it.
Wouldn't that be a good segue?
Hey, well, let's get right into it again then. I mean, you started it, so let's do
All
it.
right. In honor of the blisters bleeding on Leo's fingers during the album,
in
this is
honor of carpal
Hurtin.
tunnel. Whoa!
to all our carpal
Ew.
tunnel victims.
To all the carpal tunnel victims. All right,
It's my mom, man.
ready? All right.
The way you're talking to me makes it seem like you practice all your lives. You accounted for every word except the ones that were mine. You always get upset when I try to tell you what's on my mind. You seem to forget I don't got any strength to feel this high, but I'm hurting a little bit. Hurting a little bit more. I'm used to hurting a little bit more than I'm used to. Yeah. I just wanna work together, but we're fighting all the time. We never dress for the weather, now we're freezing all the time. I know it's hard to see this eye to eye. I know it's hard to set aside your pride. I don't wanna lose you again. No, I don't wanna be sitting with you there. I'm hurting
back on when you guys first started playing together, what were your dreams and hopes like back then compared to now?
When this band formed, it was like, oh my God, it's done. The dream band is there. And after that, it's just play as much as we can, write as much as we can, be creative, and that's it. I think it's a true blessing that I found these guys. Half of them are from my hometown, which blows my mind.
It's pretty weird.
And we're 6 years in, and for me, it still feels like the first day, which is weird.
Babe.
Shout out to my mom because the first day was in her basement. Yeah. And our neighbors. Yeah, our neighbors put up with a lot forming this band. We actually started in our hometown of Fort St. John. Then we all went separate ways, and we ended up meeting up here.
His neighbors would often say, "You guys sound good, but could you sing like not as high? Don't sing as the high notes."
So Brady was saying that you were saying that you from Fort St. John, right? That you guys came here and then you guys kind of met each other again. What is that? What happened?
Here we go.
30 seconds or less. I'd been in bands with Connor, so I came down here to be in a band with him again. Troy moved to Victoria. And then I was just like, well, what the hell am I doing in Vancouver? I had a dream band back home and I abandoned it. So I went and lived on Troy's mom's apartment floor. And then we met everyone through Victoria. And then we all moved here together and lived in the same house. 7 people in the same house. Thankfully, Kevin and Connor were smart and they didn't move in with us.
That might have been a couple too many.
We learned a lot about personal space.
Yeah.
All right, well, I'll stop torturing you with memories of Fort St. John. Should we get into another song?
Yeah, what do you guys want to do? Honey Brown?
Let's do Honey Brown.
Well, let's
This is a
go.
love song between a busker and a waitress. Because that's pretty frequent, right?
I've got blisters on my fingers, she's got blisters on her feet. She's a waitress, I'm a drinker. She'll be swinging to my beat all night, all night. She's been working after midnight. I've been singing on the street. Thought about my side, I just can't sit right. I need my Jojo here with me. Help me. Hold that baby underground.
was Chase the Bear on Live at Evolution.
107.9.
Woo!
Don't turn that dial.
Has anything weird happened to you guys while you were touring?
Oh, gosh.
Oh,
Any strange stories?
A lot.
Yeah.
There's this one town that we were so convinced, there's a place called Socials, and we were convinced that it was a bar that we were going to go play, and we had driven 12 hours down to Fernie to go play it, and we get there, and all the roads are closed, like 4 roads are closed, and we're like, oh my God, who's playing? No one's going to come out to our show tonight. And we keep going to the venue, and it turns out Socials is like an event the town puts on where they have one artist play to all the people. And so we were the only act that night. And we played for about 700 people. And we had no idea. We thought we were coming to like an empty bar, and we show up, and they're like, so here's this. And we're like, oh, God, we got to rehearse.
Yeah. We played a kayak festival. And it was the weirdest experience of my life.
Wait, a kayak festival? Like
Rafting and
kayaking?
kayak. Yeah.
We would be like, how's it going? And it was just crickets. And then we'd play a ballad, and they started moshing and throwing each other around.
crowd
Like, they did
surfing.
not like us at all, but they loved. Oh my God.
Here's the thing about that festival. I love them because they're crazy, right? There's this 25-year-old that died river rafting. This 25-year-old died river rafting. And so to like celebrate their death
Honor him,
and like honor them and remember
Celebrate their
them,
life, not
they
their
all
death.
go river rafting in the spot that he died in. And then they party till 5 in the morning.
Yeah.
Every
Oh,
year.
that's just insane.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's like crazy.
They do it all weekend. Yeah.
But I love it. They're like, we're going to immortalize this dude. That's the only reason I turned down the rafting. I'm 25. Wait.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, we applied to like 100 festivals this summer and hoping to hear back soon and plan some big old tours across the country.
Yeah,
that's the game plan.
If you're hearing this and you're putting on a festival, put Chase the Bear on.
Call us.
Chase
This
the
is your
bear.
sign. This is a cosmic sign.
They have my seal of approval, so.
Nice.
All right.
That's all we need.
Should we do one more?
Sure. Shout out to Mac on the board.
Oh, all I really want is just 5 more minutes in bed. Said all I really need is just 5 more minutes in bed. I'd rather be dead. Try and lift my heavy head. I just want 5 more minutes in bed. Oh no. All I really need is a one light of sweet dream. You wouldn't believe all the crazy shit I've seen. We're sitting on my chest, my head's in beating. All I want is one night of sweet dream. Oh, please, baby, please, one night, is all I really need. All I really need is one night of something sweet.
Now, if you're listening to this, which you are, don't matter if you're at home or sitting in your car, what I want you to do is repeat after me. If I die before I wake, if I die before I wake, at least I'll sleep for heaven's sake. At least I'll sleep for heaven's sake. And if I wake before I die, if I wake before I die, at least I can say that I tried. At least I can say that I tried. If I die
sleep for heaven's sake. 'Cause all I really want is 3 more minutes. All I really want is 2 more minutes. All I want, all I want, all I want is 1 more minute in bed. Oh, please, baby, please. One night is all I really need. All I really need is one night of some good sleep. Oh, please, baby, please. One night is all I really need. All I really need is one night of some good, some good, some good. Ah! Do the thing, do the thing, do the thing, do the thing. Thank you very much. We've been Chase the Bear for your listening pleasure. Yeah.
Hell yeah, that was awesome.
We got merch at the website, merch table. And
Meet us on our website.
www.chasethebearmusic.com. Our
Thanks for
brand
having
new
us.
album, Honey, is
Thank
out now.
you.
It's got all the songs you heard today.
And that one was 5 More Minutes,
Yes, it
right?
was.
5 More Minutes
Yeah,
by Chase the Bear on Live at Evolution. Thank you so much once again for coming to the studio today. You guys absolutely rocked the house.
Oh, thank you.
Where can we find your album to listen to?
Everywhere.
Spotify, Apple
YouTube,
Music.
Apple, everywhere. I was going to make a rap, but I'm not a rapper.
Yeah. It was like, what rhymes to Spotify? Oh, yeah. And if you guys listen to vinyl, if you got a record player, we also have the vinyl. It's our band's first ever one. And yeah, that can be found on the internet. On the 604 Records website. Or if you go to the chasethebearmusic.com, then a link will
Or
pop up there.
rockisdeadrecords.com.
Or Rock is, yeah.
Also, check out our music videos on YouTube. One's going to be out tomorrow, which is a few days ago now.
Yeah,
future-
definitely.
future
And
time.
it just like went viral on the first day. It was
Oh,
really
yeah, it
crazy.
Wow, it
blew
was
up.
crazy.
Yeah. Our keyboardist here, he helped direct 2 of those videos.
Did.
So mainly directed the first one. Would you say you co-directed the second one?
Yeah, I'd say like 85% directing
Yeah,
of this.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Dave was director of photography. I was the director.
That's true.
These
yeah.
are for new ones that are coming out.
Yeah.
The video for 5 More Minutes, Kevin directed.
I love that video.
Oh, thank you.
I think it's so funny.
Appreciate
It's
it.
great.
was
AM
fun.
Projects.
It's very fun.
Project
The
AM.
next one
Film.
is just as silly and feature a cameo from our man in 5 More Minutes video.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And what socials can we find you guys on?
Everything's
Follow us on Instagram. That's where we do the most stuff. Chase the Bear Music. We got a TikTok also called Chase the Bear Music. Obviously, there's a Facebook page. We have Twitter. We don't use Twitter a whole lot, but it's Chase Them Bears if you want to follow us on that.
All right. Well, I'm Dominica, and thank you so much for watching and listening to this episode of Live at Evolution. Once again, our guests, Chase the Bear, they're fantastic. Go stream their music. They're going to be playing a bunch of shows. They just released their album. So until next time, peace out.